There's this invisible engine that's driving the entire world of artificial intelligence. Everything from the art you might generate online to the digital assistants that organize your day, almost every single one of those interactions is powered by a single, unseen force. And what's really happening behind the curtain here isn't just a business story, it's the blueprint for our entire digital future. Just let that sink in for a moment. Every single one. This isn't just about some successful company. We're talking about the actual foundation of the next technological era being built on a single architecture. The scale of this is, well, it's almost hard to wrap your head around. So let's ground this in the real world. Let's talk about the tools that have, become a part of our daily lives. These apps, they feel so different, almost magical, each with its own unique purpose and personality. Think about it. Whether you're drafting an email with ChatGPT, creating these incredible visuals with Midjourney, or even just streamlining your business with some new automation tool, they all share a common ancestor. They are all drinking from the very same well of immense computational power. But how did one company end up completely dominating the space? Well, the interesting thing is, the story doesn't start with AI at all. It actually starts with video games. This was a strategic pivot, decades in the making. And it was born from this incredible moment of foresight. So back in the 90s, NVIDIA built its empire making graphics cards, or GPUs, that could render these unbelievably realistic game worlds. Then, sometime in the 2010s, they had a realization. The exact same architecture that made for fantastic graphics was also perfectly suited for the massive simultaneous calculations that AI needs. And by the 2020s, well, that realization had transformed them into the undisputed hardware provider for the entire AI revolution.
Now, this didn't happen by accident. Not at all. NVIDIA has carefully built what you could call a near unbeatable edge. It's a combination of superior hardware and a really brilliant software strategy that has created this deep, protective moat around its entire business.
So the key thing to understand here is the GPU itself. See, unlike a standard processor, a GPU is a master of multitasking. It is literally designed from the ground up to perform thousands of simple calculations all at the exact same time. And that, right there, is the key. A traditional processor, a CPU, is kind of like a single-lane road. It's very fast, but it can only handle one car at a time, sequentially. A GPU, on the other hand, is like a massive highway with thousands of lanes. And for the kind of work AI needs, which is like moving an entire city's worth of traffic all at once, you don't need a single fast car. You need that highway. But the hardware, that's only half the story. The real secret weapon is something called CUDA. This is NVIDIA's own software platform. Think of it as the special language that lets developers speak directly to the GPU's thousands of cores and unlock their full potential for AI. Without CUDA, the hardware is just a powerful but, silent engine. And this is where that moat becomes a fortress. 4 million. That is the number of developers who have built their skills, their projects, and their careers on the CUDA platform. They're effectively locked into NVIDIA's world. To switch would mean starting completely over from scratch.
So you see, it's not just about selling the fastest chip on the market, it's about creating an entire self-reinforcing ecosystem where the best hardware is supported by proprietary software that an entire generation of developers is trained on. That is just incredibly difficult to compete with.
This technological dominance is now translating into something much, much bigger. We're talking about the very foundation of the future economy and how digital income itself is going to be generated for years to come. Their projected revenue for 2025 is over $130 billion. This isn't just growth. This is an absolute explosion, and it's fueled by the world's insatiable demand for AI processing power. And that demand has led to this, a projected market valuation of $5 trillion. A number like that reflects a fundamental truth about the world we live in today. NVIDIA isn't just another company selling products. It is building the digital infrastructure of the 21st century. It's really the modern equivalent of the companies that built the railroads or the electrical grid. It is the bedrock upon which this new economy is being constructed. So why does this matter to you? Because every single one of these new income streams relies on that infrastructure. Whether you're an entrepreneur building a new AI service, a creator using generative tools, or a business automating its processes, you are tapping into the power that NVIDIA provides.
It's a question really worth asking yourself. This isn't some distant, abstract technological trend. This infrastructure is actively creating new opportunities, new careers, new ways of working right now. The question is, how will you connect to it?
So, with such a dominant position, it's only natural to look ahead and ask, what does the future hold? And the answer seems to be more of the same, but on an even grander scale.
The company certainly isn't standing still. The next wave of chips, specifically designed for these massive data centers, they're already in the pipeline, and they are poised to define what's even possible in artificial intelligence for the next 10 years. And this is really the crucial takeaway. The next time you prompt an AI, I want you to remember this. You are interacting with so much more than just a clever algorithm. You are plugging into a vision for the future of computing, a vision that was set in motion decades ago.
The foundation has been laid. The tools are getting more powerful every single day. The infrastructure for the next wave of human innovation is here. So the only remaining question is, what will we choose to build on top of it?